Everyone. We are so excited to be with our gems today from all over the world. I even see there's someone here from Iceland, and with our dear friends, Larry and Kay Woodcock. Thank you for doing this. You guys are doing an array of interviews. You are emotionally preparing for this sentencing on Monday of Lori Vallow Daybell, and it means a lot to us that you'd spend some time with us today. We will be live streaming everyone the sentencing of Lori Vallow Daybell tomorrow morning. And you can find that in the description of this video. And then after this video, it will be redirected to another premiere that we will all watch together. I've been spending some time in Rexburg and making sense of a lot. I always say I'm a visual person. I went out to Rexburg. I learned a lot. It helped me. But let's get to Kay and Larry Woodcock right now. It is a big day tomorrow. It is a big week. It's something you guys have been waiting for 4 years. I'm going to actually hand this over to John now. Dr. John, my better half, has so many questions for y'all, and I'm gonna let him ask away.
Hi, y'all. Hey, John.
Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. The last time I was with you guys was when you were interviewing me, so we're gonna turn the tables a little bit today. Thank you. Just in getting to know you guys, which has been a real pleasure. I know this has been a really long, difficult journey for you guys. I think my first question would be, how do you think this entire process has affected you guys?
John, this is something that has been life-changing. I guess the way it affects me the most, that I look back and we really have spent a great deal of time looking back at our lives with JJ and what he meant to us, and what this has meant to the world. It's utterly amazing. I think the thing that I've come away with from this the most is never take anything for granted, because as great as it is as fast as it can change. Tell your loved ones you love them. Show that. Tell your friends that you love them, and just be a good person. Do the right thing, and we miss JJ so much, and it's coming to an end, but
it won't. It'll never end for us, and the pain will always be there. I can't imagine it not ever being there. It's been so prevalent in every minute of our lives for the last 4 years. So I don't know. I don't know that we'll get past this, but it'll always be a very sore spot. Always.
Well, they took a big portion of our heart, our soul, and we're trying our hardest to live past this, and we are succeeding. But sometimes it's so difficult that it's unimaginable what they've taken.
Yeah.
Not from just Kay and I, but our families, our friends, and the world that has just found a place in their heart to share the love for children and to protect them and to love them and just be good people. And it's been hard, John. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. Right. I know we've been fortunate to be a part of this journey with you guys for a big chunk of it, and we know how emotional it's been and how difficult. So I do want to thank you, though, both of you guys, for giving the victims a voice and for fighting for justice as hard as anyone else has, more than anyone else has in this case. And it's really made a difference.
Well, without the support that we have from Dr. John Yu, and from Lauren, and just all of our friends, I don't know how people would go through this. It's hard, John. That's all I can say. And we have to live with it every day. And we have to live without JJ every day. And thank God we've got the little banks of the world that can somewhat take their place. And I met a wonderful couple today from Utah that's got 7 wonderful children and 1 special needs child. And it's just so easy to understand that family and the emotions that they have. And so for everybody out there, from Iceland to Australia to Africa to all over the world, thank y'all for your continued support. I'll break bread any day of the week with anybody that supports this. And I just can't hug enough, and I can't shake hands enough to thank everybody.
Yeah, thank you. What about tomorrow's obviously an important day in terms of this whole process? What are your thoughts about tomorrow?
Tomorrow is going to be a cleansing day. Tomorrow will be the day that I lock the door on Laureen Daybell. And John, you know what I've said in the past about putting things in post office boxes and locking the door. And I just feel like tomorrow is the day that I close that door on inmate, and let's go forward with the rest of our life, but never unlocking that door. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I understand. What about, have you guys thought about, obviously you've thought about justice a lot in this case, but what do you think justice would look like tomorrow? What kind of justice are you hoping to get here?
Legal justice we're hoping for is 3 lifetime sentences with no parole for the conspiracies, 2 lifetimes with no parole for the murders of JJ and Tylee, and then whatever the judge deems fit for the Social Security fraud. I have no idea what legally she's entitled to for that, breaking that law. But so, I mean, just the fact that she'll never be released from jail, from prison. No, I don't even want compassionate release for her, because
she showed no compassion for the kids.
In the last couple of years, I've learned that sometimes they allow people to be released from prison when they're dying, like if they've got cancer or something, and they allow them to go home and die with their family surrounding them. And the thought of that with Lori is infuriating. It's unfathomable, because she didn't allow the heinousness and the brutality of the murders of JJ and Tylee and Tammy.
And Charles.
She doesn't deserve any kind of soothing for her soul, no matter what. Until she dies, she needs to come out of prison in a body bag.
If all of what you said occurs, if the judge imposes the maximum sentences, there's still other trials out there, obviously, including Charles. So do you feel like, would you like to see that trial occur, or do you think she'll take a plea deal? Like, how do you foresee some of this affecting the future?
I don't know as much about what's going on in Arizona because I've been so, this has been our project, our pet, that
Yeah.
our pet
But
that
this
we
has been our
needed,
life.
our mission
Yeah, for the
for
last 4 years.
JJ and Tylee. But
Yeah.
so I really haven't, I had to just push that aside, and I can feel I will quickly be talking to Arizona and figuring out how all that's going to work and how it's going to work around Chad's trial and if they're going to offer her anything, and just to get into the nuts and bolts of that, of Charles's
Yeah.
murder. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know if his will be first or Brandon's will be first. So I don't know. I don't.
Yeah. What would you like to see happen?
I'd like to see her extradited to Arizona. I believe that she will be very unhappy there. Um, the difference in the population, not the population, but just the I really can't get into it publicly. But anyway, I
Yeah.
just it will be, she won't like it, and that's where I want her to be. Wherever she doesn't like, I want her to be there.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. So this has been a long process, obviously, and we certainly appreciate you sharing some of the lessons you've learned. Yeah, but have there been any surprises?
Every step of the way, it you know, my whole demeanor has changed throughout all this, because I went from just, running a company, and then we sold the company, and then we're in the middle of all this, and then I mean, there's nothing. We were blindsided so many times. It was like we're getting beat with a baseball bat from nowhere. You know, we couldn't. What was all the stuff when for Boise, the court of Boise, you know, that Larry wasn't a victim and I wasn't a victim. It just all that, and on a blank, but I have been in a survival mode for a lot of years. And I mean, even before this was released to the public, to the media in December of 19, we were getting blindsided at home. Like, we learned about Brandon's attempted murder, and then we learned about Lori moving out of Arizona. I mean, that was a blindside. Brandon they tried to kill Brandon. That was a blindside. They just one after another. And my whole attitude for years has been in a survival mode, because I actually felt like I was being attacked in every direction. And I know that I'm combative, but I'm trying to realize, I've learned I need to just calm down a little bit and lay back a little bit and live again without feeling like I'm trying to survive like I've done the past 4 years. Because it's been so incredibly hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've certainly seen that, Kay, that your struggles, and with both of you guys, and we know it's taken a big toll. So we're certainly hoping that tomorrow will help a little bit, as you pointed out, Larry. But what about?
Go ahead. Sorry, Doug.
Oh, I was just going to say that I was thinking about some of your struggles, and when we first met with you guys in 2021, I think.
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
You guys had a lot of anger. and I don't want to speak for you, but I mean, it's certainly understandable, right? I think I would have had at least as much anger as you guys did.
There's
I'd probably have more. Yeah.
there's a whole host of feelings we've been through, still feel and still struggle with, and just there's so many things. It's one thing to lose a loved one naturally, and versus the way this has happened, and that is because that is out of the natural order of life. It's just you just could never expect that. I would have never expected this out of Lori. So, I mean, just just trying to wrap your head around it. And then you have to also know that you cannot probably ever know exactly what all happened. And then, like, I did not watch the autopsy photos, and I was not in the courtroom for that. And I won't be in the courtroom for that at Chad's trial. And I can't speak about Charles's. I don't think I'll be in the courtroom for that either. But there's just some things you can't unsee. And for my mental health, I felt it was best for me just to not see it. And so, but anyway, trying to wrap your head around all this, and yet know that you can't know everything or don't know everything, because there's so many unanswered questions that nobody will ever know. And so you just have to be willing to accept what you have, what you know, and that's as good as it'll get. And okay, you have to be okay with that, because it is what it is.
John, one of the things that Kay just mentioned was her being somewhat unable to view the photographs and going into details on the murders. I, on the other hand, I want to see the details. I want to see the pictures. I want to see how that occurred, and the evilness that it takes to do what I've seen, and to never give any credence whatsoever to the evil that was done to Lori. Done to JJ, to Tylee, to Tammy, to Charles. Just to always remind myself how vicious and mean and unbelievable
and cruel. This every step of the way. This was
people
cruel.
can be, and I want to never have compassion in any way for those people involved in that. And so consequences, I'm just the opposite. I want the details. I want to see it. I want to put my fingers on the photographs where they bruised Tammy, where they bruised JJ. I want to see the crime photos where they shot Charles, because that will always, until I'm at a point that I can turn this loose and forgive everybody. Right now I can't. And I'm trying. I truly am trying, John. But I have to see those details, because I want them to suffer the way that the victims suffered in this. And at some point in time, I probably will forgive them, because that's the Christian things that we should do. But for right now, I'm setting that aside. And I really hope that these people have the most miserable life that they can go through. And just hope at one time, some of them will think, what if I'd have done this? What if I hadn't have been involved in this? What if I hadn't have gone along with this?
Are you talking about their inner
I'm
circle?
talking about
Okay.
the circle. I'm talking about everybody involved in this. For what? putting up with Lori and Chad's bullshit. That's all it is.
So you got a little attention, you know? So you got a little attention in your life. So that was worth being stupid enough to believe it. Nobody could have believed all that, right?
You know,
Nobody.
yeah. And the other part is, how much difference would it have made in the lives of the two prisoners, the two inmates, had they just done right things, the righteous things? And people could have remembered them all for Laureen being a good mama, for Chad being a good daddy, a good grandfather,
A good husband.
a good husband. For what? What? It doesn't even make sense, John.
It was all about sex and money. Sex and money, sex and money.
It doesn't.
That's it.
And I stay infuriated about it. And I really don't want to. I hope one day that I don't.
Yeah.
That I'm past this. But right now, until tomorrow, I know that the outcome of this, the finalization of it, I can't forgive them right now.
Yeah. Well, I want to be respectful of time here. I know you guys have appointments all day and probably all day tomorrow. And so I know we're running out of time here. So I'll just wrap up with a final question or thoughts from you guys. So, you know, we've talked about the importance of mental health, and Kay, you have been in the process. I don't know. Can I mention the foundation? You're in the process of starting a foundation to address mental health issues. And and I think that's really important in this case, obviously. What do you have any thoughts or takeaways about how this could have been prevented?
Yes.
Yeah, I know
Absolutely.
how it could have been prevented. If when Charles was asking for help from law enforcement, if he would have been heard and not just thrown, just
He was dismissed.
Dismissed. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Dismissed. If he had, if when Lori had gone to that place for a mental health evaluation, again, though, I think she is absolutely a chameleon and can be whatever color, whatever personality she wants, for whatever she needed to do to get through that, she did, because she's good. She is very good, and I mean at fooling people. So I don't know that could have helped, but I do believe that whoever the law enforcement, and I've also wondered throughout all this, and more recently, but who gives Temple recommends to people to go every day? Lauren, do you know the answer to that?
And multiple times.
Well, with this, I've never known of anyone that's gone every day. I don't know. I don't even know. New territory for me.
Or whoever those people are, are absolutely complicit. Oh my gosh, are absolutely
complicit might be a good word. They didn't
complicit in this.
There were a lot of people that did not see, or did not want to see, even, that turned a blind eye to what was really going on.
You have someone fanatical when most people go once a month.
Some once a year.
To someone going every day.
Some never.
Something wrong.
Well, it's not just going once a day.
And
it's going
all day,
multiple times
all day,
a day.
Every day.
How do you do that?
And kids can't be in the temple, so it's strange. Yeah.
So there's whoever that is, whoever those people are,
they need help too.
In the dark. They are absolutely part of this. They are part, and it's sickening.
Jeannie says temple workers should have been flagged. Someone going every day is not normal.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, is this a common thing? No. Or is it a common thing, Lauren, that we just don't know?
It's not. I've never heard of it.
So, I mean, there you go. There you go. That I think was probably a bigger flag. I don't know. It just,
You know, John, you and I have talked so many times, and I have said for generations in general, as long as I can remember, life is fairly simple. It's a choice and a consequence. I never understood that until this occurred. And then with that, I never allowed, I just didn't think about it being a generational choice and a consequence. How far back have people allowed mistakes to happen and not paid attention to problems and let it continue on from one generation to the next generation to the next generation?
Yeah.
And it's so now it's not just a choice and a consequence. Now I call it a generational choice and consequence.
Yeah.
culpable. That's the word I was looking for a while ago.
I know. I pinned that. I thought she got
Later.
it. Love is a 4-letter word. She has our answer. I'm like, that's it. Thank you, love.
Right.
5
Right.
minutes later, hey, better late than never.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah,
want to
that-
let you two go. We know that you are very busy. I'll let Dr. John finish. It sounds like you have.
I just want
go
to
ahead, John.
acknowledge what Larry said. I think that's really profound, that it is generational. Thank you, Larry, for sharing that. And that means that maybe all of us should be more alert to when we see serious problems. Maybe we should see some of those as red flags, because as you point out, like, it's not just law enforcement, it's not just mental health professionals looking deeper into something, it's families and families noticing problems that occur generation after generation, right? And certainly it seems like there was some of that here.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. Make better choices. Come on. Life's simple.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting out free. And at least do something while you're here that is positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Or-
Julia says, if you see something, say something.
Exactly.
If there's ever just something that feels uncomfy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
listen to that.
People have got to speak up, offer help. If nothing else, just say, hey, is there anything in life that I can do for you? I mean, just take care of each other. Do the right thing. Come on.
Yeah.
This is not difficult.
Thank you. Everyone, we're going to be redirected to another video right after this. So stick around right here and you'll be redirected. You don't have to click anything. We also will have the sentencing tomorrow live stream here on Hidden True Crime that we can all watch together. And we're going to be supporting you too. We're so honored that you came to talk about this. It's been a long wait. So thank you. Thank you again.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We appreciate
y'all.
it so much.
Love y'all.
Yeah.
We love you too.
All
We'll
right.
see you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, guys.